Hello and welcome to We Women Want. This is our weekly show where we discuss issues relating to women, and men also tune in to watch because we discuss everything from domestic violence to work-life balance to health issues to fitness to fads. Everything is on the table. We celebrate the winners and try and find solutions for those who need it. But today, in fact, what we're going to be doing is something different. We are going to be celebrating fabulousness. I have with me Shalini Passi. She is a very well-known face. She's an art patron. She's a TV personality. We all saw her on the Fabulous Lives versus Bollywood Wives. But today, Shalini is here with us because she's come out with a book. It is The Art of Being Fabulous, 10 Rules for a Beautiful Life. Welcome to this and congratulations, Shalini, on the book.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the beautiful introduction. And I'm honored to be on this, channel.
No, it's good to have you. We've done interviews with you before, but I think first time we are, on the We Women Want show and about your book.
The We Women show.
That's so, Shalini. There are a lot of, we all feel like we know you because we all saw you. I think this is the thing with the reality TV. One gets to know you and gets to this thing. But this book, I must say, I've been reading it. Just tell us a bit about what made you write the book and what the book is about.
After the success of the series, I got a lot of calls, emails from various publishing houses, and they were very keen to, get into a conversation about, getting a book done. And so just out of courtesy, I got on call with some of them saying that, I'm more a visual person. I'm not my English is very basic. And so they said, we want basic English. We want the masses want very simple. I say my ideas are very simple, and it's just mostly I do things for myself, and they are my own ideas, what I've learned since childhood, or learned from different people while growing up or during my life. So it's just very personal. So they said, this is what we want. This is what people have loved. So they suggested, and then I felt very comfortable with Penguin Random House. Their team has been really excellent, and Sunflower Seed, who, really pushed me to do this. And I requested them not to disclose that this is happening till actually I have the first, I'm happy, okay, this is looking like something. So, and then of course, I think it was mostly their belief in me. And also the second reason was that many, after the series, we used to get thousands of DMs. We even get them now, how to do this. You said this, can you please elaborate? This is what I'm doing. Is this correct? So a lot of my time would actually end up, sometimes sending voice audios, which I thought was too personal to send over, Instagram. Then, sending a voice audio, then translating and sending them a message, and sometimes links. So I thought that this would be actually a great thing. So I can put everything here, and there are thousands of fans everywhere, and they can just pick up the book. So that was the idea.
Fair enough. In fact, I have, been through the book, and you've taken as you said, a lot of life anecdotes. And then try to give a deeper meaning, or what your takeaways from them,
Yeah, exactly. So the book has very interesting to me, I'm sure interesting to the reader as well. And just very simple. And it's not just that I have these incidences in my life. Everybody has them. And we have to look for the learning, look for the meaning, look for why certain things happen a certain way. The answers are all with us. So that's what I've tried to show. And hopefully, that's what it will make the reader laugh. It will make the reader cry and also reflect. And that is what because I want to empower them. I don't want them to say, oh, this is my Bible and I go by this, because this fabulousness, we all have it in us. It's not just me. Everybody has it. So you look back and you see the learning from a school friend or from your grandparents. So it's all here.
In fact, you write fabulousness is contagious, and you're saying it's not from me, but find the inner you.
Find the inner you, find the inner you. Just don't say, oh, I have to follow her. I followed myself. That's why I was able to, if people think I'm successful or somebody they should follow, I just followed my own heart. And I made the best of the circumstances that I was given.
So Shalini, one saw you on television and then one has read your book. So I want to know which is the real Shalini Passi, because on television, on the reality show, there was a lot of you, which we saw. Some of it was just on the surface, and you were also giving these very throwaway lines. Your most famous line about not worrying because of the impact it has on your skin.
Yeah.
But here you've gone a little deeper. So is there a surface Shalini and a deeper Shalini, or was that for TV and this is?
So I think when I love things that are beautiful, and being visually appealing is important to me. But I think that comes also, what is important to me is how I reach there, whether it is so that is important to me. Also, I don't want anybody to define me.
Right.
So when they're able to define me and pinpoint and say that this is what I am, and then I want to change it. Because for me, I don't want to be defined, because none of us are not that. We are so many things. Also, I think what happens is that when it was my first time on a show, it was my first time. I had a lot of, so my hair is very curly. And I find it very difficult to actually blow dry my hair. It's naturally. And then in front of the camera, what I saw was that my hair was all over the place. And so for the continuation, I decided to just pull back my hair. And every time some hair would pop out, I would put a clip. So actually it became like a style.
Yeah,
it became like a style statement. And I didn't want to color my hair, because I don't color my hair and I like my natural color. And a lot of people a lot of my friends suggested that I should color my hair. It was a very stark contrast. And lots of my friends who really love me, even the stylist suggested that I should color my hair to a lighter color so that it looks more. But I think the clips also added to the light. So of course, I love them. That's why I have them. That's why I wear them.
Correct.
But I think also, for me, it was also living a childhood fantasy, which I got an opportunity to wear. And the third thing, fourth thing, whatever, was that I have shaved my hair 4 times. And I shave it in Tirupati.
So you said it's like a reset.
So for me, like for about 8-9 years, I have worn almost very minimal clothing, no prints, just very plain clothing, small earrings. And I don't know when I might shave my hair again. So this was sort of like, you know how it's like after a fast, you just want to dig into the cake and binge. So for me, it was like, okay, I have this opportunity and I'm going to wear all the prints that I can, the florals, do the hair, big earring, maximalism. So that was also, there are many things. That's what I said, that we are not one thing, we are many things.
Yeah, no, I like your honesty. I appreciate that a lot. You're very candid in that sense, because, the whole thing about...
Also, I think Delhi girls love getting dressed. They have matchy things for everything,
That is true.
It's a very Delhi thing,
No, in fact, and so do Bombay. They are very carefully not matching. So that also is an art by itself.
Well, Bombay, honestly, I feel that, like when I see Delhi and Bombay, like Delhi, of course, and I've said it before as well, Delhi, of course, is all, it's your personal wardrobe. It'll be your grandmother's sari.
Correct.
It'll be your mom's bangles. It'll be, like it's all yours. Bombay is a very projected image, The Delhi is wearing it for themselves. They are not on social media. Their accounts are private. They have private parties. Bombay's everything is for the media. So actually the Delhi girl is one of the most good looking, well turned out women that I have come across. Delhi, of course, mostly North India.
Correct.
They are very into getting dressed and they like what they wear and they wear it well, So
fair enough.
I'm biased.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to argue with you because I'm also very biased in favor of Delhi. But, you talked about social media, but now you've become a social media star, personality in your own right.
Yeah.
You become an influencer. Young girls are throwing sassy passy parties.
Sassy passy parties. They have those crown things and they have some of the outfits, the black lace one, the black and the green and with the crosses is quite...
And they sip from a straw. But there's a logic for why you sip from a straw.
But the sip from the straw is actually because, I consume a lot of haldi ka juice. and beetroot juice. And I would go to my dentist and he would say, have you started eating pan? I said, doc, I don't even drink tea, coffee. Why will I eat pan? Of course I eat pan when, like, you know.
Yeah, in Delhi you have to eat pan.
You have to eat pan. Like, I love eating pan. Not like every day, but like if I see it, if I'm at a wedding or like, you know,
some passing carriages.
Like, yeah, like that kind of thing. So I said, no, doc, it's just juice. So he's like, but you know, you'll have to come in for teeth cleaning or something very often, because if you're consuming and it's staining your teeth. So that's when I started drinking with a straw. And dentists all over the world now have this. Somebody in New York, I met this chef Vikas Khanna, and he said, you know, my dentist showed me the clip, and now we all drink from the straw.
So see, another trend you started. But there is something about you which comes across. I mean, there's a lot of earnestness in you that comes across. But is it the image that you're giving off is also, a lot of throwaway lines, a lot of glitter, a lot of binge, a lot of bling. But
so if I was not who I am, I'd be a very good actress. So I'd rather be a really good actress than be who I am. That you all have to decide whether I'm a really good actress or I'm actually who I am. That's for the audience to figure out.
Okay, and the reader, because in the
and
book,
the reader.
Now you got a book also. But in the book, in fact, there's a lot of fun also. For instance, the house that you're sitting in, you've designed it, and you said you took a lot of pleasure in designing. Every corner has a meaning for you.
Yeah.
And then one of your friends turned around and said, "What? Every house in Greater Kailash is designed by a housewife."
Yeah. So so when I was building the house and said something, this is a very dear friend, and he's still a very dear friend, and
no, this is Delhi, so you will get comments like this.
So and this is not now. This is when I was actually, getting into the process where I was looking at interiors architecture. I was, working with a professional architect, and I wanted to be very involved because this is my vision. And they said every house in GK has come up because of the housewife. So I said, obviously, I said, I mean, that was, and I was kind of offended by it. And then I think that statement is quite powerful now, you can be offended by something. And then I said to my heart, now you wait and watch. You can be offended by something, or you can get empowered by the same statement,
That's no, so then, you've called your book, The Art of Being Fabulous, 10 Rules for a Beautiful Life. Now, it could be 10 rules for a mindful life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, beautiful over mindful?
Well, I'm not as mindful as I should be, honestly. I would like to be more mindful, and because I multitask. I'm a generation in the 90s, multitasking was like, if you can multitask, you can do anything. And women are multitaskers. So mindfulness comes to me when I am painting, when I'm doing photography, or even when I'm doing my makeup. Because
that comparison I did not see coming.
That you did not see, because my therapist is like, it was a dark room, and we were sitting to shoot, and I started. She said, how can you do makeup without looking? I said, I'm an artist. The least I can do is paint my own face.
Right.
So mindfulness to me comes only when I'm creating something, whether if I'm arranging the flowers, or that center for me comes when I'm creating something. It could be making a painting, cooking. For me, other things, I'm quite scattered. Like it's like I do that, and it's not mindful. Even when I'm eating, I'm not mindful. So I think I grew up in a generation, in a time when multitasking was like at the top, and I've stuck by that. Today, mindfulness is the thing. I'm not very mindful. I'm there, but I'm not really there. I'm thinking of 100 other things. I'd like to be more mindful. And when I am, then I will change this part to
your next book.
I think it'll be the fourth book, because I want to be in this state where I'm doing many things, because multitasking actually enriches. I get bored of things, so it actually enriches, it makes me go back to a certain thing with more energy.
So be unapologetically yourself. That is.
Because the thing is,
Yeah.
This has been effective for me. Women are used to multitasking. We have a child, we take care of the child, then, we also taking care of our husbands, like maybe making his office, doing interiors, taking care of the house. So we are doing all this. So we are multitasking,
That is true. I'm going to come back, take a quick break and come back and keep the conversation going. So don't go away. Hello and welcome back to We Women Want. We are in conversation with Shalini Passi. We're talking to her about her book, The Art of Being Fabulous, 10 Rules for a Beautiful Life. And before the break, Shalini, I asked you beautiful,
Mindful
versus beautiful, yes.
I really admire people who can be mindful, but I also get a little impatient with them because they're too much focused on the how and this and a certain process. Sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you just need to
be in the moment,
do it, be spontaneous and just get on with it. And then because I think spontaneity is something which I really admire. But I can, when I see a mindful person, I know they are mindful, and that's not my kind of person.
Okay, I don't know now. I've been watching your show and reading, so I would tend to agree with you, because about Shalini, what we hear a lot about her bags, her hairbands, her clips, her shoes, her clothes. But it's your shoes, I think, that are the giveaway, because you said I always prefer practical shoes.
Because even now at GLF,
and ugly shoes, that's the word you used.
To other people, like so
today
many friends,
you're wearing nice shoes.
Because I'm sitting down, I'm not going to be walking. So I like to walk fast. And even my saris and my outfits are designed in a way then I can walk very fast. Even the sari has a frill at the bottom, so I can actually run.
Achha.
So day before at JLF, at the Jaipur Literature Festival, I was actually running. And the young boys from the camera team couldn't keep up because they were wearing kids and jeans, and I was in a sari, and they thought it's good. When I was moving way faster, touch wood. So for me, I think footwear is control and comfort. If your base is strong, then you can be a little frivolous at the top. Right.
Wow. That's actually the art of being grounded.
Yeah. So the thing is, if your base is strong, then you can have fun with whatever you're wearing. If you are wearing stilettos and you're moving, then, your whole look, your whole posture, everything goes. For me, I like walking fast. I like climbing steps. I don't like waiting for the lift. I know that. So I just want to move.
These are tips for both a beautiful and a mindful.
I don't know. That's just I was also hesitant to put lots of things in the book. I said, because I don't want people to say, ki Shalini Passi said, don't take the lift, wear ugly shoes and run up the steps.
But that's a very healthy tip.
And especially when you're dressed and you have a mic on and everything. But for me, I think also the safety of having shoes which are the same. So one of my designer friends, Reena Dhaka, she said, don't wear the same shoe. Like, her comment was, like, everybody, when they heard that I'm going to come on the show, they said, don't wear the same shoe. I know you have the same shoe in different colors, and it's actually not the same shoe, but it's the same type of shoe. So don't wear that shoe. Like, experiment with footwear. I said, yeah, thank you for your advice. And then I just do what I want to do. So.
Well, that is one advice that trust Reena. But, moving on, there's also a very interesting incident in your book about when you were at Cannes and at your hotel, and a young blonde was knocking on the door. And
actually, this was my first time last year, at the Cannes Film Festival. And, this is this beautiful hotel, Martinez, and it's a very iconic hotel. And everybody, there's this legendary staircase where, Hollywood actresses and actors have, posed.
That
and
iconic picture.
Iconic pictures. So this iconic hotel, and we hear this knock, very loud knock, and a bell, and and then this beautiful 6 feet stunning blonde model looking like girl comes in, and she says that I have my red carpet and I have a photo shoot aligned in the hotel, and my friend has taken the key to my room and she's not opening the room. Can I get dressed in your room? So I looked at her. She had this outfit in her hand and she had a little makeup kit and like she had a bag. And she's like, my friend is really not opening the door and I really have to be on time. So I said, okay. And we let her come in. She went to the dressing area. She got dressed, everything. She looked absolutely stunning. And she said, no, then I have to just run for my red carpet, which is at like some time. And you have to, from our hotel, it's like a 5-minute or a 4-minute walk. So I said, sure. So anyway, so all that has happened. And then I get ready after like half an hour and I come out. And she's taking pictures on the staircase. On the staircase. So I think the whole thing was about pictures. And I also like, for me, my team is like, don't allow anybody coming in anymore. My head is saying, don't allow anybody to come in anymore. This, they, or they, you know, they do like this, they're not. So whatever. So I said, listen, but I really admire her hustle. You know what I mean? It's like I really admire her hustle to be seen somewhere, and you know, that young girl, however she
take that risk and knock on a stranger's door.
Knock on a stranger's door. And the thing is, even God listened to her. It was somebody else, they would have reacted differently to her, called the security, not this thing to her. And you know, like even I think when you strive, I mean, she didn't take advantage of me. She just used the space I was in. She didn't obstruct us. She didn't do anything. But it was my team was most upset with me.
But you also said I would do it again.
I would do it again because I admire her hustle, because I'm like, people have to go through so much to reach where they are, and not everybody. So for me, it was like I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shalini, you know, in this show, We Women Want, we also talk to a lot of young kids, and you know, and since you know, you also have a lot of followers who are young, from the generation V or generation whichever, the young ones, Alpha, whichever one it is now. So I just wanted to ask, you know, when we talk to these kids today, our generation priorities were different. Mine, of course, were older than yours, but different. And now today's kids, when you talk to them, you ask them what are their priorities, and the answers I get are amazing. They say, we want to work, have a kid, and then get married, because now there is IVF and there are also, if someone, what would your advice be to this generation?
So, actually, a young girl at JLF asked me a similar question, what would be your advice? So my advice was very, I said, you know, we have to listen to your parents. Because they have seen the world, they know you and they know what's best for you. I see a lot of kids who are rebelling.
Did you listen to your parents?
So, you know, I listened to my parents 100%. But also, as like on the side, I also did what I wanted to do, not knowing whether it would be allowed or not allowed. Like, you know, there were certain things my mom would say that this is what you have to do. Like, you have to be home at 5 p.m. You cannot have a deadline. Then I said, Mom, can I go for X classes so I could be involved in an activity? I'm not homebound. So I joined multiple classes so I could actually have the freedom to go out and do a class. Like she said, you cannot go to your friend's house after 5 o'clock. That was her rule, and it's fine. But what I did was I made myself like, you know, I made my parents realize that I'm working hard and I'm responsible for the freedom that they are giving me. This is 1980s, 90. So,
about the same
parents were very conservative. I mean, my parents are very conservative. So I went to classes, and my mother's like, only if Didi is coming with you, or, you know, my grandmom was come with me, or she put my sister in the similar classes. So that, of course, you know, you have to, you know, do what your parents are saying, do what the society is saying, but like in a bank, like in your little piggy bank, do things that you want to do, because maybe times will change, maybe circumstances will change, and then you will have a bank of things. Suppose you want to, you know, have a rock, you want to become a singer and make a rock band. Study hard, do what your parents are telling you to do, and then do it as a side thing, because there will be an opportunity where say, okay, and you can actually do it. So like the same thing that happened with me. I couldn't go to art school, but I continued. I used to go to Triveni for classes. I joined JD Institute. I never got my certificate because I got engaged and I got married. So, but I did all the classes, and, you know, the last exam I couldn't, but that that all that information that I learned in the classes has enriched my life. So that's my advice.
But tell me something, when that iconic line that is now being, attributed to you all the time about that, I don't worry because it's not good for my skin.
Yeah.
You could have said it's not good for my mind. So I'm again coming back. Are these lines that you just said, or, because it gives the appearance of someone who is on the surface? Is that?
So everyone says, I don't want to worry about things, or I don't want to pick a fight, or I don't want to hold grudges because it's not good for my mind. And nobody listens.
So you said it for the shock value.
Also, that is the truth, because, when I was younger, there was a friend of mine who wanted the same outfit as mine. I didn't tell her, I lied to her, gave her the name of the wrong store. I couldn't sleep the whole night. And then in the morning, I called her, I said, listen, if you buy the dress, I'll not wear it. I was just 20, 22. And she's my best friend. And so I said, listen, if you get it, I won't wear it, but I'm sending you mine. So you take it, and this is the name of the store. So I just could not live with myself. So the idea, I think sleeping peacefully today is the biggest luxury. And if one can go to bed thinking, when you're not guilty, when you've not hurt anybody, it's very easy to say things and hurt people. And unintentionally, we all do it when we are working, when we are, but intentionally to go after somebody, I can't live with myself. And when you don't sleep,
then yes,
you know the whole thing.
Yeah. So that's a very interesting way of putting it, I must say.
And I've had things where, people have said, I need your help, and can you give me this information, where to buy art, how, help, okay, I want to buy, like that, like so many things where I've actually literally done up people's homes or advised them on the entire art. And there's been a day or like where I've said, okay, I'm too busy to do this. And that thought, when I said that I'm too busy to do this, or I'm not going to be able to help you, was eating on me. And it was just, I was feeling very contrived, and I hate feeling contrived. I want to be open. I want to be free. I don't want to hold that feeling that you can give something to someone or help someone, and then you feel that in your heart, right? I don't want to feel that.
So you are yourself. This is how I am. There is no, dichotomy between layers, between surface and depth. This is how you are. So whether you're saying skin or mind,
that,
it is the same.
But there's so many layers to ourselves, and we just, we can just, these are the masks that we create. Inside, we are that simple soul, we're just pure. We don't want anything. We don't want to meet anybody, but then all these things come.
Well said. And as you said, another of your quotes that I like, interacting with things more than people, because
I like
they
things
don't.
more than people. Yeah. I like things more than people. For me, art, design, objects are about history, about culture, about craft. And when I'm in a museum or when I'm in a historical place, it could be a fort in Delhi, it could be Leh Ladakh, the monasteries, the mountains. I'm really moved,
So
I'm being with objects, architecture, craft. It really moves me,
And people?
People, depends. I think I'm too emotional. If I feel scared of getting too emotionally attached to people, because then I get too emotional. So I try to keep that the distance.
It's a protective shield, so to say.
Protective shield, yeah.
Okay. On that note, thank you so much, Shalini, for talking to us about being Shalini Passi, the art of being fabulous. I would say read the book, because it's, there is a lot of anecdotes here and some very deep takeaways also. So the Shalini we saw on the television reality show versus the Shalini, the author, I think there is a gap, and it's a good difference between the two. On that note, thank you so much for being with us and for sharing your book with us.
Thank you so much for having me, and please read the book.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.